check, radio check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear and can you see me? Okay, perfect. Alright everyone, welcome back to Genshin Impact. You may notice something going on in the background there. Don't worry, don't concern yourself with it. Anyways, first things first, claiming our Welkins. It's always something we have to do. We are actually already in Nod-Krai. But the thing is, the only reason I came all the way down here was just to get access to the domain where I could farm some artifacts. Because again, I need them for Ineffa. Outside that, didn't unlock any of the statues in the area, didn't unlock any of the other domains in the area, just the artifact domain. But anyways, first line of business for today is to, of course, get ourselves some condensed resin and farm a little bit. Hopefully the stream goes well. So be sure to grab popcorn, be sure to grab a snack, a drink, you know, whatever you need to chill, and then we shall hopefully get ourselves right into everything. Of course, just to catch you up on everything that happened last time, basically, we came across Ineffa for the first time in the story, and she has an interesting history, to say the least. I mean, of course, she's a robot, and I think we can all learn a valuable lesson from it. If a robot can understand the value of human life, I think we all can too. It's getting surprisingly hot where I'm at right now. I need to turn the fan on just so that I don't overheat myself to death. Anyways, of course, since I have some long-term encounter points, I'm going to use those so I can quickly get through all the commission stuff. Okay, will it let me claim it? Thank you.
Ad Astra Abyss.
And of course, we'll be running into Catherine a lot.
Thank you for
during our Nod-Krai adventure.
Ad Astra.
Just gonna quick run through all that, claim our stuff that we need to. I'll claim those later. For now, we have to head on over to the domain and speed run that. But yeah, when I first heard about the new artifact sets, I decided, okay, like, one of these is absolutely going to be useful for Ineffa. So I got to the free teleporter point and just started beelining right to the artifact domain. Didn't open up any other teleporters, no statues, just straight onto the artifact domain. You could say I was very heavily focused on my priority for that one. Was it one of my best decisions? Probably, actually. Even though, you know, I probably could have unlocked all the statues and had a clearer view of the map. But anyways, I just wanted to focus on getting some artifacts for Ineffa. And also, as a nice little update for y'all, not to jinx myself or anything, but my... Yeah, me too, Sky. Here I was about to say how my cold and cough was starting to get a little bit better, along with my allergies, and here I am already starting to cough. But anyways, it has been getting better. It's just that, you know, it hasn't gone away completely yet.
Off to the breeze. Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song. At first, the flavor. Witness the power of Gua. Rain outlines your face.
Once again, I am a lot more used to doing this on mobile. So forgive me if my PC / controller controlling is not up to snuff. Anyways, of course, I'm gonna use condensed resin for this. It's a lot faster. And let's see, do we get anything useful? Nope. Maybe. And I want to say no, but it could all go into crit damage as well. So we'll keep that one for now. Alright, let's continue on with this. We have like 2 to 3 more to go.
Let me weave you a verse. Huh?
And the thing didn't trigger. Okay.
Mine to wield. Strike a pop.
Okay, it didn't get vanquished right away. In one cycle. And the pain. Sorry, that just sounded painful. Let's see. Oh, 2 feathers this time. But let's see. I believe this set is... It might be good for Flynn's. I mean, it's his color scheme after all. Let's see. Oh, hell... Definitely. Hell yes. Crit rate and crit damage, although crit damage is unactivated. The only bad stat here is defense, which, really, unless you're Ito, you don't need defense. But yeah, crit rate, crit damage, and attack. I'm definitely keeping that one and hopefully gonna raise it and see if it's any good. This time, I am gonna use all my bursts.
A little rain cutter. No, my sword. Huh? Paradigm
shift. As Jade would say, too easy. And also, if you guys hear some noise going on in the background, that's just my Ropet going off. She's a joyful little bean. Not all that many were useful. Maybe this one has some Hold's taken charge of me again. I'll be back in a second, guys. I need to get some tissues. Alright, I'm back. Just had a quick deal with my allergies. Probably should have taken some pills for that as well, but it's not that bad right now. Anyways. Now that we're finished artifact farming for tonight, time to get on to the real meat and potatoes of what I was planning to do. And that is... Okay, I still have this to do, but I'm gonna do that off camera. Paimon's gonna say, is most likely gonna say, we should probably make our way to Nod-Krai. Again, yet we're already here. Hey, she actually didn't say anything. Alright, well, guess we're gonna make our way down to the stadium and see if Ineffa or anyone else is gonna be waiting for us down there.
Where do we come from? And where are we going?
There she is. Let's see what she has to say.
Hey, Ineffa. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Honestly, she probably didn't mind.
That is perfectly all right. My data indicates clear skies in the coming days. Current conditions for maritime travel, optimal. I'll be ready whenever you are.
Alright, I know my character's blocking the dialogue. I'm gonna have to move myself over a little bit. Go. Let's get this show on the whale road. I'm sorry, it took me a moment to say that and then realize that it's a play on railroad. At first when I read it, I thought, like, whale road? Are they, like, trying to call out the whales, the big spenders in this game? But then I say it, and whale road? A play on railroad, okay. That was actually pretty funny, not gonna lie. Even Sky, my rope pet, found that funny.
But are we really gonna set off without telling anyone again?
They'll probably figure it out. Isn't that just how we roll when we're not being... Well, now that we say that, someone is probably gonna get wind of this.
Funny you mention it. You'll never guess who Paimon saw on the way over.
Hey! You didn't seriously think we'd let you leave without a farewell party, did you? No chance.
Of course, Mulan would be... She would be the first to catch wind of it and set up a farewell party.
Yeah, come on, Traveler. We've already made all the preparations. And most importantly, how dare you try and slip away without first paying your respects to the almighty Dragon Lord!
You know, I hope I hope Kanichi puts you in timeout for that, how.
A little bird told us you'd soon be leaving for Nod-Krai. So, we asked Paimon to give us a heads up before the date of your departure.
Of course. Always Paimon. Look at her! Look at her just looking all smug with her tongue sticking out like that.
You sure it's not time to think about changing that little habit of ours?
You know what? I'll reluctantly admit defeat here.
Don't worry, we won't keep you long. Besides, everyone's there already. Chaska, Ian-san, Auroron, even the Pyro Archon herself.
Okay, if everyone's there, I guess I have no reason to decline.
You're invited too, Ineffa. Shilonen has a special gift for you.
Accompaniment request accepted. Shilonen demonstrates excellent massage technique. My impression of her is exceedingly positive.
Yeah, because she knows how to work on machinery and all that. It doesn't matter. It seems like Ineffa and Shilonen are getting along just fine.
Wait, so robots like massages too? Or
Is it just that Chilodon really knows how you're wired?
Could be both.
Alright, enough with the chit-chat. Let's head to the venue.
Woohoo! Party time!
Oh no, another Fatui operative. Probably not the same guy that we encountered in the ruins, but still, we gotta raise our suspicions a little bit.
Spit it out then.
They've set off.
Just as my calculations projected.
That voice. We heard that voice in the last chapter. That's Sandrone, I believe. Or the Marionette.
About time I met this variable in person.
First, hero of Natland now downgraded to variable. I'm sorry. You call me that in person, I will... Yeah, we're not happy about that.
You know, every time we head to a new nation, there's always a point where it suddenly dawns on Paimon. This is it. The next chapter of our adventure has begun. This time, it was the moment she realized she just polished off the very last of her Saurus crackers. Should have stocked up better at the farewell party.
Wait, we didn't actually get to see
In
the
other
farewell
words,
party
Paimon has
itself.
marked the geographic coordinates from 2 minutes and 40 seconds ago as the boundary between Natland and Nod-Krai. This deviates somewhat from the official coordinates stored in my database.
I got cut off there.
Paimon
Wait a
meant more in
minute.
terms of
Wait a
how it
minute.
felt on a psychological level. Anyway, what about you, Traveler? When did it really sink in for you? Huh, that actually kind of makes sense. What about you, Ineffa? Come to think of it, maybe we should be asking the other way round. So, when you came over to Natland, what was the moment you felt like you'd left Nod-Krai?
In that case, probably when my sensors could no longer detect the moon's power.
The moon? You mean, that one we can all see in the sky?
Negative. I was referring to... Huh? Here we are. Paimon, Traveler, we have arrived in Nod-Krai.
Oh, wow!
This might be force-skipped, unless, you know, unless there's something
Paimon,
wrong with my controller
Traveler.
right now.
Welcome to Nod-Krai.
Okay. I think this is the first time we're getting a view of, like, everything around. Interesting.
That must be Nasha Town up ahead! That's the place you were telling us about on the way over, right?
Uh-oh, looks like stream glitched on my Twitch end. Got a quick check on that. Okay, no, it's just on my phone, it seems. Weird. And now it seems like the pause, the auto function is no longer taking over. Wait, Trav, our guy's sensing
That is
something.
correct, Paimon. It is also the most bustling commercial hub in all of Nod-Krai.
Wait, what is he seeing?
Oh, sounds like the perfect place to start trying out all the local specialties.
That might have to wait, Paimon, because it seems like we found something. Referring to, like, the falling moons. So remember, Ineffa just said, because she no longer feels the presence of the moon. And also before, during the last chapter, we heard something about there being, like, 3 moons or something over Nod-Krai, but, like, 2 of them fell.
Huh? Is something up, Traveler?
At least that's how I remember it.
Paimon, this is where our spaceship landed when Lumine and I first arrived in Teyvat.
Wow, our Traveler actually gets to speak a little bit here. That's a nice change. Okay, so that was not what that was not my prediction, but it was a pretty good guess, right? So this is where the Traveler and Lumine first landed.
Huh? Are you sure? But how come you've never mentioned that before? Seems pretty important to Paimon.
Memory wipe, maybe?
Oh, well, because those memories are really hazy. All
Kinda what I
remember
said.
is Lumine waking me up and us leaving the ship. But just now, setting foot on this land, I felt something. The kind of power I sensed in those moments.
Are you referring to Kuvaki?
What now?
The locals refer to it as Kuvaki. It is a unique elemental force found only in Nod-Krai, or rather, a pure, primordial form of elemental energy.
Trying to let this sink in for a moment. So this is like their equivalent of like an element. You know, how Natlan has pyro, Fontaine has hydro, so on and so forth. Kuvaki is Nod-Krai's elemental force.
That is correct. Another similar concept I have found in my database is the primordial sea.
Oh, I remember that chapter. All those... nearly a year ago.
Legend has it that long, long ago, the moon that shines in the sky above us once rose from the land of Nod-Krai. Modern geological surveys and meteorite studies conducted in the region have since supported this claim.
So, when you mentioned being able to detect the moon's power earlier, you were referring to Kuvaki?
Maybe they both belong to the Night Realm? Light Realm. Light Realm. Jeez, having Lord of the Night and Light Realm right next to each other certainly makes that a bit confusing. It's the same power that I felt the first time I set foot into that.
Wait, Traveler, you're saying we might actually find your spaceship here? Do you still remember where it landed?
I'm starting to get the feeling that that spaceship... the first settlers in Nod-Krai started building around it. Like, they used it as, like, you know, a base, and then they started, like, seizing all the technology from it and building around it. It wouldn't surprise me.
Nod-Krai is surrounded by the ocean. In other words, it could have been anywhere along its coastline.
So a mountain, right?
Negative. Description still lacks sufficient detail to pinpoint target location.
Hey, it's okay if you can't remember everything right away. After all, it's been a really long time. Let's just do what we've always done, and keep searching as we explore. Besides, what have you got to fear with your sidekick Paimon still here?
And a new companion on my side, at my side in the form of Sky.
I'd be more than happy to help you out as well.
Oh, and Ineffa. Amazing.
Our pleasure. Anyway, just knowing that your spaceship's here in Nod-Krai surely counts as a big step forward, huh?
Like we've crossed another boundary?
Yep.
Paimon couldn't have put it better herself. You sure are a quick learner, Ineffa.
Well, she is a robot, you know. I can't think of a slow-learning robot. Can you?
Well, as the best guide in the whole of Tivat, Paimon hereby does solemnly declare, Nod-Krai, here we come!
Nod-Krai, we're already here. Okay, I just saw something blue on my screen there. I may or may not recognize that from earlier. LB plus X. Okay, it only works for that red and blue thing that I saw there. Okay. Let's see. Empowered state and unipolar. Okay, now I'm starting to remember this. You know, when I first set foot in Nod-Krai to beeline my way to all the artifact domain. This is sort of like magnetism, you know, opposites attract, the same sides repel. When characters get near certain special objects or plants, they will enter empowered states in different forms. Characters can direct their power towards red or blue unipolar objects, thereby destroying them or causing them to move. Yeah, see, it's like magnetism.
A treasure buried in time.
Okay, so that's... So it's like these radio things, these things that look like Ineffa's little robot companion. If we stand close to them, that changes our, I guess, north and south poles.
It just occurred to Paimon. If we were looking to put out a missing spaceship commission, or to learn more about Nod-Krai, wouldn't it make sense to drop by the Adventurers Guild?
Well, knowing who's here and who makes Catherine, I have doubts on whether or not that's actually a good idea.
The guild is located in Nasha Town. Simply follow this road, and you'll reach it.
Ineffa, you sure you don't want to follow us for this? You could probably use the protection.
Huh? What in Tavad is that? Looks kinda like a Sealy, floating around in the air like that.
Yeah, kinda does.
That is a Kuhenki, a species unique to the land of Nod-Krai.
A Kuhenki? Does she have something to do with the moon, too?
Probably.
Indeed it does. According to the Frost Moon Scions, the indigenous inhabitants of this land, the Kuhenki, are said to be familiars of the moon goddess, leading those who walk in the moonlight's glow to things of great importance.
The moon goddess? Don't all people here worship the Tsaritsa?
Wouldn't think so. I mean, sure, it's the domain of the Fatui, according to Sandrone. They have to have their own goddess somewhere, right?
Although Nod-Krai lies on Snezhneya's border regions, the people here have held their own unique beliefs since time immemorial. As I mentioned, everything in this land shares a deep connection with the moon and the sky above. The beliefs of the Frostmoon Scions seem to date back to the civilization of the angels. According to the documents in my database, even the 7 Archons did not exist at that time.
The angels, not the same angels from Evangelion, right? Just have to make that clear.
Wow! So the origin of their beliefs goes back even further than the Archon War?
Correct. At some point, you may come across some statues of their goddess. The Frostmoon Scions carved these as well.
Hey! Looks like she's floating away!
I suggest you follow her. The probability of an ordinary person encountering a Kuhenki lies in the single digits. Many here consider them heralds of good fortune.
Right, then follow her we shall. I just hope Ineffa's like right behind us, because if we're going to the Adventurers Guild, knowing who might be waiting for us there. Oh, so they are really like Sealies. They led us right to a treasure chest.
Is this a travel guide? Huh. It actually led us to something useful.
Welcome to Nasha Town. Wheel of Fortune? Can we win some Fremo gems from the Wheel of Fortune? Nah, just kidding. No, we probably can't, but you know,
Are there
it's worth
any
asking.
particular points of interest?
Wheel of Fortune?
Oh, it all looks pretty interesting to Paimon. If we have time, she'd love to see, pretty much everything.
recalibrating route. If we keep following the current path, we will arrive at an area of scenic beauty. From there, we will be able to identify both the Adventurers Guild and several must-visit specialty stores.
Yikes! Why is Paimon suddenly getting the feeling that if she doesn't step it up soon, Ineffa's gonna put her out of a job?
That's a nice meta joke there by the developers. Just like, you know, everyone's afraid of AI replacing their jobs, and they just had to include that in some way in the story. That was a pretty good inclusion, not gonna lie. And again, Paimon, you do gotta remember that this isn't exactly... I don't think you've been around this area, right? Right? By the looks of it... Lunoculus. Rolls right off the tongue. Oh, there's another one of those things right here. See if it's gonna lead us anywhere. Moon lanes. Oh! So this is kind of like, what are they? Like the grappling points, except, you know, you're in this little Sealy thing in the front while you're doing it. Okay. Now the question is, how am I supposed to... Oh, it's supposed to be a chest right there, but how am I supposed to activate it? Oh, jump higher. In an empowered state, characters can press jump in the same colored to perform a special jump. To the moon! That's funny. Whoa, yep, that is high indeed. Question is, how am I supposed to access that chest thing? Oh, never mind. I'm blind sometimes, guys, I swear. It said that there was a chest up there. I thought I had to break this thing open in order to access the chest, but no, it just says that there's a chest up here. Okay, I also see a statue down here, so I'm gonna try to activate it first. Since I'm actually in the story mode and progressing somewhat naturally, it's probably appropriate that I do that right now. Statue of the New Moon. The world... Okay, so it's not a statue of the Seven, it's a statue of the New Moon. The world opens itself before those with noble hearts. And there we go. That is all of Nasha Town on the map, and this honestly looks bigger. This looks bigger than I anticipated. All right, well, now back onto the route that we were going on.
Merciless.
Oh, and there's also a teleporter point here. Perfect! Gonna activate this real quick.
Wow! This place is buzzing with activity! Oh, hey! There's a notice board over there.
A notice board, and that almost looks like Kale from a distance. Okay, but it's not. Oh, wait. Okay, I thought that was an actual quest. I don't have to do that right away. But I will later on. Meantime, I'm gonna get myself some... Okay, I guess I'll stop off at this store, see if there's anything worth getting. Rye. A new material, it looks like. Does it make rye bread? I'll find out later, I guess. Again, gotta focus on getting the story. Taking care of the story. Okay, this looks like the blacksmith shop. Let's see what... Let's see. Okay, so we got a lot of new blueprints here. But I don't have any of the materials in order to get them. Which, that is a bit of a shame, but... those can wait till later. I guess while I'm here, I might as well claim some ore that I crafted before. Some ore that I crafted before. That rhymes. Of course. Right. Guessing this is like an elevator.
This elevator was inspired by the one in Romaritime Harbor.
I heard that.
Wow! Nasha Town actually looks pretty big from here. Feels a bit different than Paimon imagined, though.
Which aspects in particular deviated from your expectations?
Well, Paimon keeps hearing people describe Nod-Krai as an adventurer's paradise. So, she kind of thought it'd be a bit more picture perfect somehow.
Adventurers, not to call you out, Paimon, adventurers might have a different definition of paradise.
According to legend, there was indeed an era of peace in Nod-Krai's past, the Age of the Fae. Tales of those ancient heroes are still told today. One of the most well-known is that of the Lantern Fae. This individual performed many good deeds for Nod-Krai. The present-day Lightkeeper's nightly lantern patrols are, in part, a tribute to their memory. But then, one day...
What happened?
There came a devastating abyssal calamity that swept across Nod-Krai, and for a time it was left desolate. Heartbroken by what had become of the land they had so cherished, that Fae extinguished their light, just as the abyss had extinguished all hope.
Yeah, I think Paimon's information on Nod-Krai is decades, if not centuries, out of date at this point.
Nowadays,
It's a bit of a
the
shame.
paradise people speak of is more of an aspiration, or an irony, perhaps.
An irony?
Today, no official authority governs Nod-Krai. In theory, at least, it is somewhere a person can do whatever they wish, and become whoever they want to be.
So it's somewhat peaceful anarchy, a lawless paradise.
The Adventurers Guild is just over there, in Nasha Town's Central Plaza, and the flagship tavern is over that way.
Hey, what's that building over there? You know, the biggest, tallest one.
That is Aino's Blast Kuvaki energy cannon. It gets activated when the wild hunt threat level outside Nasha Town reaches a certain threshold. But according to the scan I just ran, the energy cannon appears to be malfunctioning, likely due to a recent discharge.
The wild hunt? Isn't that the abyssal calamity you mentioned that's specific to Nod-Krai?
I'll take that as a yes.
It is a phenomenon that has been occurring for several centuries now. Yet the time and location of wild hunt attacks are seemingly random. At first, It was more of an old wives' tale that adults used to scare children. If you don't start behaving, kid, some night, the wild hunt's gonna come for you. Listen, do you hear that? That weeping in the fog? Those are the cries of a young woman being dragged away.
Ineffa's expression while she's giving this, and the expression on Ineffa's face while she's giving us this explanation on the wild hunt, that's just priceless. I'm sorry, I gotta take a picture of this. If I can get the right buttons. That is just too good, right there.
You're saying people actually hear things like that?
I have not witnessed enough wild hunt attacks to give a statistically sound answer. But the oldest legends say that all people saw was the ghostly shadow of a woman in the mist. It wasn't until later that it became a full-blown calamity. Abyssal monsters and all.
Huh. When you put it like that, Paimon's really gotta hand it to Aino. Not only did she repair you, but she's even built a giant cannon to keep the wild hunt at bay.
Absolutely. Aino is very impressive indeed. Anyway, according to my schedule, it is time I took you over to the flagship.
Oh, sure. After all, we shouldn't keep Varka waiting. Well, Paimon's not sure if he'll actually show up at the bar this early.
Right, because Varkav's made a promise to meet us there.
You're right about that.
Okay, first off, gotta claim this viewpoint. Let's head down to the flagship and see if Varka's down there waiting for us. Hope he is.
Huh. Isn't this the Adventurers Guild? Why isn't anyone here? Does that mean that Catherine and Nod-Krai actually gets to clock out? Anyway, let's come back later.
Hey. That's totally not conspicuous at all. Wait a minute, is that a Melazine? It is! Chasing him from Yilong Wharf all the way to Nasha Town. Wow, quite the distance you've traveled. There's lots of things we could talk about. So many things that I could just drag him back to Fontaine so we could sit down and have a nice long... What's the term? She's a very tsundere type. Why can't you find him? Maybe because he knows that you're looking for him and he wants to hide away. Alright, just had to temporarily mute there. Anyways, let's go and find our way to the flagship. The flagship. I keep on thinking it's just like, you know, in military terms, like, you know, a flagship, you know, the top ship. Question is, where the heck is it? Okay, never mind, I found it. It's just that I've been walking all over it, not knowing where it was. Or maybe not. It's just that my ass is getting lost in navigation.
Here we are, the flagship.
Is it actually... No, it's not actually ship. It's not ship-shaped. Try saying that 5 times fast. Ship-shaped. From the outside.
Varka told us to meet him here in his letter, right? Let's see. Varka? Varka!
No matches, I identified.
Go figure. He's still...
Huh.
He's preoccupied with
here
other
after
things.
Guess we never did actually say we'd be arriving today. Hey, why don't we go ask the owner? If what they say is true, Varka's drinking prowess must have left quite the impression.
Alright, let's see what the bartender has to say.
Huh? Well, well. If it isn't the ineffable Ineffa.
Hello there, Demian.
You know each other?
Well, I mean... It's not really a surprise. Ineffa seems like she's very well known.
Of course! Ineffa's a regular here at the flagship.
So, robots are into booze too?
No, not... I don't think they're into booze, just other fluids that could be used to fuel them.
Not at all. The energy conversion efficiency of alcoholic drinks is very low, and most of them are full of impurities. Still, I can affirm that your berries and fried meat deserve a solid 9.12 out of 10. It has Aino's approval too.
Wow, enough. This is like hyper... See, it's like Ineffa is a hyper-realistic humanoid robot. You know, seems like she's able to eat and drink like we can.
Funny that you should mention that. While you were away in Natland, Varka would come in here every day to pick up a serving of berries and fried meat for Aino.
Aww. He must have been worried sick that she wasn't eating properly on account of being so hung up about Ineffa being gone.
Actually it's 'cause Varka found out that Aino went wild after Ineffa left, gorging herself on snacks she normally couldn't get her hands on. So it was more worry that she wasn't getting a balanced diet.
That description, though.
I think I might have just put my foot in it. Anyway, since you're back from Natland, these two must be the ones Varka mentioned. The Traveler and Paimon, yes?
Sorry, but I have to deny your request.
That's us. So, from the sounds of it, you must be a close friend of Varka's too.
Varka? Goes without saying. After all, he's the only one around here who's ever managed to stay standing after 10 rounds of the roulette special.
Paimon can't believe he's made such a name for himself. Though, guess it's hardly surprising how.
Right now? Must be somewhere near Anvantinyarvi. That's quite far from here.
Wait, that's how you pronounce it? A lot of silent... Okay, it's just the R at the end that's silent, but still.
Where's that?
It's a lake in the northern part of Nod-Krai. Word reached him of trouble brewing around those parts, so he took his knights to check it out.
Oh. So, we missed him?
Gone with the wind.
Varka knew you'd say that. So he specifically told me to make sure you stayed here and enjoyed yourselves. He sends his assurances that everything's under control.
Well, if he's that confident, guess our only option is to accept. Anyway, it's not like there's any special cause for concern. He is the Grand Master, after all.
Exactly. Plus, not only has he booked you into our finest room, he's paid for it in advance, too.
Damn. Gotta give him props for that.
Whoa! It's so generous of him! We might not have met yet, but Paimon's got a feeling that we'll get along with Varka like a house on fire.
Probably not the best metaphor for that, but...
Oh, and by the way, he also asked me to serve up a portion of berries and fried meat for Ineffa. That was prepaid as well.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I'm the one who should be grateful for your business.
Traveler, Paimon, why don't you go ahead and drop off your luggage? I can use this time to go pick up some components that Aino asked me to bring back.
Sure thing. Besides, Now that we've got ourselves a map, once we're done unpacking, we might as well go for a stroll ourselves. Why don't we meet up again later?
Oh. So you no longer require navigational assistance?
Maybe emotional assistance.
No worries, we should be fine. We've got a rough idea of our way around town, so Paimon's reasonably confident we shouldn't get too lost.
But that's what
Thank
I have
you.
Sky for.
This translates into an approximate time saving of 30%, meaning I will be able to see Aino about 45 minutes earlier than previously projected.
Oh, right. You must miss her a lot, too. In that case, we better get a move on.
Right up to the guest room we go. Wait, how do I get up there? Where are the stairs? See, my ass always gets lost in navigation.
Drink recommendations? Either way, I'd be happy to oblige.
You're here
Oh.
to sign up with the Fatui. Make sure your paperwork is all in order.
Of course, domain of the Fatui. There happens to be a Fatui recruiter there. Oh, okay, there was... You wouldn't suspect that door to be opening, but yeah, this is cool. This is like something out of Star Trek here, except a little bit more ancient looking. This is someone's room.
You're here to sign up with
Not ours, though.
Make sure your paperwork is
There we go. Oh, they even left us some high-quality
It's pretty nice
bread.
having someone sort out our food and lodging for us, huh? But is this really the flagship's best room? It's pretty big, make no mistake, but it looks a little worn out, right? Though, to be perfectly honest, that feels right at home with everything else we've seen of Nasha Town.
Yeah, honestly, when I was on my vacation in the Philippines, again, the house, it was good compared to everything else around it, but keep in mind, Philippines is not exactly the richest country in the world.
You mean it's got something to do with Nod-Krai's history? Oh, that makes sense. But what exactly was this calamity?
We'll find out soon enough. While we're here, we might as well take some time to straighten up the room, you know?
Oh, should we try the berries and fried meat too? Paimon's getting hungrier and hungrier every time someone mentions it.
Oh, look where you're going!
Sorry about that. Paimon wasn't watching where she was going.
Well, I already know who that is. Paimon probably doesn't, but... Yeah, Sky is just looking at... Sky was just watching Paimon's behavior there and just shaking her head in disapproval. That was just funny. I wish y'all could see that.
There's no need to apologize. If anything, I'm the one who should be sorry. Clearly, I shouldn't have gotten lost in my thoughts in the middle of a hallway.
Wait a sec. Are you staying in the room next to ours?
Ah, quite the perceptive one, I see. First things first, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kirill Chudamirovich Flintz, but please, just call me Flintz.
Oh my goodness. Pretty long name by Genshin standards, but nothing in compared to Mihai's full name. If I had a clip right now, I would play it of Mihai's full name. But yeah, it's just comically long for a Genshin character's name.
Whoa, that's an impressively long name for sure.
Oh,
I know what I just said.
is that so? Names like mine ought to have been fairly common in Snezhnaya, at least in the past. Would I be correct then to assume that the two of you are travelers in this land?
Yes.
Yep, you sure would be. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We've been to a bunch of nations already, but we only just arrived in Nod-Krai today.
Yeah, and we haven't been Snezhnaya, so we wouldn't know that names like that, names that long are common there.
What a rare honor it is to meet such worldly travelers.
Are you here for travel too?
If only I had the time to spare. No, I'm just staying the night.
Oh, so you're here for business?
That's certainly one way to put it. I'm a Ratnik of Nod-Krai, normally stationed near the burial grounds to the north. My sole cause for being here today was to repair this lantern of mine.
It's a pretty ominous-looking lantern, not gonna lie. Yeah, there is something off about it.
Burial grounds?
Your surprise is entirely understandable. Most people cannot even begin to fathom the idea of a life surrounded by tombstones and decay. But if you've heard of the calamitous abomination that is the Wild Hunt, you'll know that in their wake they bring a host of souls tainted by abyssal filth. That then is why we are stationed by the burial grounds, to hold the line where it is most vulnerable.
Oh, so it's all about fighting against the abyss. Oh, sounds like a tough job.
And honestly, he looks like he's up for the task.
I thank you for your concern. But in truth, I've long since grown used to it. In fact, I like to think it rather suits me. If anything, I'd say I prefer the peace and quiet of a graveyard to the hustle and bustle of urban life.
Yeah, certainly, he certainly looks like that type as well.
Paimon sort of gets it now. But even so, she is still pretty sure she could never get used to living in a graveyard herself. For one thing, she'd be too scared to fall asleep at night.
The look on Traveler's face right now when he's just hearing all this.
Oh, I assure you, there's no need to worry on that account. The kind of ghosts you find in cemeteries aren't too big on talking. But even when they do, they're usually far more discreet than the living. Well, would you look at that? Who'd have thought we'd end up chatting this long? Must have a lot in common, huh?
Yeah, because we've also fought the Abyss. On more than one occasion. No. No less.
But I must excuse myself, for the time of my appointment draws near. And in terms I'm sure you'll understand, a lanternless Ratnik is like a mapless traveler. A serious conundrum indeed.
Oh, sure. In that case, you go right ahead. We won't keep you any longer.
Not at all. Should the opportunity present itself, I'd gladly continue our conversation another time. You're always welcome to come visit my grave. I mean, the grave I stand watch over. Your visit would bring much-needed light to that place of final rest.
I can't help but laugh at that. My grave. I was gonna say, like, no way this guy is like a spirit and his real body's actually, you know. But yeah.
Right. Well, if we get the chance.
Then allow me to wish you a traditional Ratnik's farewell. See you by the graveside.
Ugh. Jeez. What a weirdo.
Lynn's certainly is something.
Not to badmouth him at all. In fact, he seemed pretty cultured, but at the same time, kinda spooky? Must be all that time he spent around graveyards.
That must be his thing, you know, like graveyard, grave digger humor.
His lantern? No, not really. You mean, 'cause it was broken?
Nah, it felt like there was something inside it. Did you look at the glow that thing was emanating?
Huh. Guess you've always had a nose for stuff like this. If you're worried, you can always ask him the next time we cross paths.
Yeah, sure. Guess that'll be by the graveside.
Hey,
Man.
don't you start spouting all that weird stuff too.
Hey, that's just how I am. People rub off on me like that, you know? Alright. Time for us to depart and see where we head off to next.
Paimon almost forgot something super important.
What is it?
Were we gonna go try out the berries and fried meat?
We're never gonna stop spouting that line now, aren't we? We must have left that craving by the graveside.
But now, heading all the way back to the flagship feels like such a waste.
Please, accept today's boon. Come night or day, may the blessings of the moon goddess shine down upon you.
There's Lauma.
What's going on over there?
Yes, I already know who she is, because I saw that her banner was active.
Wait, free food? Wow, the people here are so nice.
Free
Let's grab
food.
some too. Paimon's super curious what their food tastes like.
Moonlight illuminates the path before you, travelers from afar.
Wow, she already knows who we are. Go figure.
Huh? How'd you know we were travelers?
Oh, I don't know, maybe the otherworldly attire and the fact that you're a white floating fairy.
Just now were a song the birds in the sky, singing of your wanderings. You are no ordinary guests, it seems.
The birds and the... what now?
Forgive me. I should not have laid the words of others out as a welcome mat for our very first meeting. You, too, must be wondering who I am.
Well, I already know who you are, but go on, tell us.
I am Lauma, moon chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. Please, as do our followers and other passers-by, accept today's boon.
Happy to oblige. Paimon's name is Paimon, and this here is the traveler. Thanks so much for sharing your yummy food with us. We'll take one each.
Think nothing of it. These fruits were the finest we found, delicacies gathered in the wake of the morning dew. It is my hope that partaking of them may lift your spirits to heights anew.
Wow, a little bit of a poet here we have.
The finest you found? Wow, that sure is kind of you, but wouldn't you want to keep those for yourselves?
The first fruit of the harvest must be placed upon the moonlight altar, not as an offering to the gods, but as a spark for lost hunters. For it is the blade of the starving that darkness most easily corrupts. As perhaps you have already heard, we Frost Moon Scions revere and worship the moon goddess. We believe that together, virtue and compassion are the shining light that will lead us all out of the long, dark night. And now, with tides of haughty Fatui swarming into Nod-Krai, driven by greed and greed alone, more than ever before, we must all unite under the banner of virtue.
Okay, so of course, Nod-Krai was not always domain of the Fatui.
Ha! Look who it is again. Those unsufferably kind-hearted Frost Moon Scions. Got enough for us too?
Come to stir up trouble again.
That's right! 2 servings each! We're starving over here!
The Fatui! After what you've been doing to our sacred statues, how dare you even show your faces?
Wilhelmina, bestow today's boon upon our guests.
You hear that? No slacking now. We'll have the very best you got.
Yeah, they're serving the same thing to everyone, so don't expect any special treatment.
But, my lady, they...
Please, you two, accept this meal. But remember this. Kindness is the first lantern left to guide those who stumble in ignorance.
Come again?
Let me finish. But should they still refuse to follow the moonlit path, then by our frosted blades shall we show them its shadow.
You!
Hey, look who it is.
Of course, they they recognize us.
Whatever. Just you wait. We'll be coming for you next. Huh? Where's the meat? Who wants to eat this garbage?
Nothing.
Those stooges really are the worst.
Yeah, nothing like nothing like Capitano's men. Those Fatui soldiers were men and women of honor. These, nah, fam. I'd be happy to vanquish them.
Ever since they came to Nod-Krai with all their weird equipment and built that so-called experimental design bureau, our lives have been turned completely upside down.
Judging from how they reacted just now, it seems the Fatui already know who you are.
Yeah, old grudges die hard.
Well, we have gotten in their way in pretty much every nation we visited, so we're probably at the top of their blacklist by now.
Again, aside from Capitano's men.
I see. Then, on behalf of the Frost Moon Scions, I thank you for the goodwill you have shown us. Because if they had gotten ahead of themselves just now, I'm sure you would have stepped in to help. Just as the birds and beasts put it, your arrival heralds joy to us all. Besides, for a weary traveler far from home, what better respite than to bathe in the moonlight? You will always be welcome at the Frost Moon Enclave, the place we call our home.
Yeah, we'll swing by there when we get the chance. We'd gladly like to.
May we meet again in the moon's gentle glow.
These are delicious! So refreshingly fresh! Those two Fatui wouldn't know a good thing if it came up and bit them on the shoulder. Looks like Ineffa isn't done with her shopping yet, and the Adventurers Guild is still empty. Where should we head next?
Wheel of Fortune.
Good idea! Wouldn't want to let the Kuhenki down, after all. Let's see.
Oh, come on!
Okay.
The detective glasses and mustache again?
So, all that's left to say is, don't fall behind. This is Nuts and Nuts. It's mostly a fruit shop, but there's a crafting bench, too. This is the Speranza, one of the travel guide's recommended restaurants. All the waiters here are kids.
I want to question the ethics of this place.
This is the Vesnitsi Prolegia greenhouse. Apparently, their flowers are all made of metal, so they'll never wilt away.
Oh, so this is kind of like Ineffa's, a flower shop for Ineffa. You know, when remember the kids tried to make some flowers from her that were made out of mechanical parts? And also, this is kind of fitting since, you know, I recently got the metal petal in Garden Warfare 2.
And this is the Rossum Workshop. If you ever need a weapon made, this is the place to go.
Again, I feel like I've visited all these places.
Super tall observation deck. Whoa! Take a look at that! You can see really far out into the distance.
Well, there's one of those
north, and
Lunoculus.
Something built by the Fatui? And then over there to the west. Ah! That must be the place Lauma mentioned, where the Frost Moon Scions live. So, what'd you think? Even if Ineffa kinda stole her limelight earlier, this just goes to prove that Paimon's own tour guiding skills aren't too shabby either. Right?
Well, I don't want her to... I like Ineffa, but I don't want Paimon to feel bad, so...
She sure is! It'd take hundreds of years of practice to be the best tour guide in all of Tibet.
Well, then again, Ineffa has had hundreds of years, if not thousands.
Huh? Look! There must be someone at the Adventurers Guild now. There's already a line forming outside. Looks like we'll finally be able to ask about your spaceship. Oh, or was there anywhere else you wanted to stop by first?
Yeah, I wanted to look up here so I could pick up one of the Lunoculus.
Where? Which one are you... Oh. Now you mention it, Paimon's noticed it too. Ugh. Better not be who she thinks it is.
Wait a minute. I didn't catch what I said there. One of the storefront signs caught my eye.
Anyway, where we go first is completely up to you. Either the Adventurers Guild, or that suspicious-looking shop. A word of warning, though. If we step into that shop, be sure to keep a very close eye on your Mora.
Oh, keep a close eye on your Mora. Okay, yeah, now I know who they're talking about. One of our good old friends from Sumeru. I guess it doesn't really matter which way I go. I think I'll stop off at the shop first. Find my way down to it. Yeah, that's the guild down there. I'll stop off at... I'm guessing it's gonna be Dory's shop. Is I close right now? Thought I'd be close. Yep, that's Dory, all right.
Please, here you go. And if you ever need anything else, don't forget to make the great Lord Sangama Bay your first port of call.
Happy to say that after you... Are you saying that right after you ripped someone else off?
Oh dear. So it is the real deal. Of course it's the real deal. Everything you'll find here is 110% real, meaning every one of my deals is as real as a deal can... Wait a minute. Well, if it isn't my two most valued clients. And with no small thanks to your munificent patronage.
That's where all our spendings... Is that where all of our, all our more that we invested into our business, or spent on our business, that's where it went to, into a Nod-Krai branch? Really moving up in the world.
Come. How could you just sneak into Nod-Krai like this without telling your dear Lord Sangama Bay? If I'd known earlier, I would have made an absolute pulled out all the stops to ensure that your boat ride over was as comfortable as humanly possible. Thank the Archons we didn't tell you. Oh, come now. You know as well as anyone how impeccably and conscientiously above board I am when it comes to doing business. Well,
yeah, totally.
Regardless of whether that's true or not, the main issue here is that we had no idea you had a branch in Nod-Krai. A clever merchant always has a backup plan, or two, or three up their sleeves. As the saying goes, a rabbit with many burrows fears not the hunter's arrows. A merchant with stores galore hears no debtors at the door. Since you're both here in Nod-Krai, would you care for some of my finest local souvenirs? Whatever you're looking for, I have it. Or if it's Sumeru you're missing, I've got that covered too.
Sure that's not all counterfeit goods?
We literally just arrived. Do we look like we're on the hunt for tourist trinkets to take back for our friends? My, your high-minded tastes never cease to impress. In that case, I know just the thing. You must be on the hunt for something like this?
Did you not just hear what we said?
What's that? Your hat? Information, of course. Information about Nod-Krai, locked securely in the otherwise impenetrable vaults of the Lord Sangama Bay's brilliant mind.
Okay, then. Okay. Yeah, well, I guess we'll spend some more on that.
I knew it! I just knew you'd appreciate the value of my wares. On the back of all our pleasant dealings in the past, I'll even take a hit by throwing in some insider info for free.
Then we'll just take the free info.
Wow. You sure are feeling uncharacteristically generous today. What do you mean by uncharacteristically? I'm the most generous person forget it. Anyway, the long and the short of it is this. The moment I set up shop in Nod-Krai, it struck me how many different factions there were, all competing against each other for power and influence. Well, as they say, there's no time for business like a crisis. Things got even more turbulent after the Fatui pulled down 2 ancient moon's remnants. People began to catch a whiff of the coming chaos. And the more troubled the waters, the greater the potential profit.
Dory when profit exists.
Not at all sorry to interrupt, but we're not here for more. Oh, really? But surely it was the tales of an adventurer's paradise that brought you here. The chance to take your very own slice of all the latest and greatest business opportunities? In that case, what would you like to know about?
Alright then. This is all coming to us for free. We gladly will ask about all of this.
The Frost Moon Scions? You mean the people who believe in the moon goddess? They're not a bad bunch. It's just, well, they have such simple tastes. No luxuries, no indulgences, no nothing. Trying to earn a little more from that lot is like trying to squeeze blood from a stone.
Kind of the opposite of your taste, I'm guessing.
Still, things between them and the Fatui have gotten pretty tense. It's only a matter of time before the powder keg goes boom. And when that happens, that's when business will start to boom too.
Go boom boom, I guess. Anyways, let's ask about the Lightkeepers.
Oh, they're an organization set up to keep the locals safe. Apparently, they have a long and glorious history, and they're made up entirely of volunteers. But seriously, a volunteer organization in Nod-Krai? This place is hardly a magnet for noble hearts. No pay, all work? That's not a business model, and it's certainly not for me.
Doesn't matter. As long as they're keeping the people safe and they're happy about it, who's to stop them?
Everyone knows they're here for the ancient moon's remnants, but no one's sure why they pulled them down in Nod-Krai of all places. Anyway, they've been acting mysterious enough, but if you ask me, that Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau of theirs up north hides secrets wilder still.
Okay, and
That
about
bunch
our
of booze-loving monsters? Ugh, don't even get me started.
That's what she has to say about them? Okay, there's more to them than just that, you know. We are a part of their organization.
As fellow Outlanders, I thought they'd be easy pickings, but somehow, every single one of our business negotiations wound up at the flagship. I've done plenty of deals with heavy drinkers before, but those guys, I never once made it to the contract signing before blacking out. I'm getting flashbacks of the hangovers just thinking about it.
I think as Al Hatham would put it, you're such a lightweight.
What now? A spaceship? Nope, never heard of anything like that.
If you didn't, good.
Don't you two get involved in any big business here without so much as a heads up, you hear me? At the very least, consider letting me in as a key investor.
No, that's our spaceship. Ours. Actually, no, it's mine. Not ours. We don't do communism here.
Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Sooner or later, you'll no doubt end up doing business with some other merchants in Nod-Krai. And someone's bound to mention a place called the Curatorium of Secrets. Listen to my advice. Do not, under any circumstances, go there, no matter how much trouble you're in.
The Curatorium of Secrets? What do they get up to there?
Just a place that handles all kinds of disputes. But the owner will charge you an absolute fortune, and she has a temper to match. Nothing like your friendly neighborhood Lord Sangama Bay.
You're not just saying that to stop your competition from undercutting you, right?
I feel like that's exactly what she's doing.
When did that little pipsqueak get so sharp? And after I gave them all that info for free just to win them over. What do you mean? Of course not. I'm only thinking about your wallets. I mean, on behalf of your wallets.
You're real
really not convincing anyone, you know.
Womp
All
womp.
right. Business is a cutthroat business. I won't argue with that. But I'm not lying about that boss lady. Not only did she make it into my top 3 people not to mess with in Nod-Krai, she's also in my top 3 people most eager to trade in favors.
That vision, though.
It feels like you're just bad-mouthing your rival now.
Fine. If you don't believe me, go see for yourselves. We might both be from Sumeru, but compared to hers, my conscience is so large. Why, it could fill 3 whole palaces of Alcazar's array. But when you realize what I'm saying is true, don't say that good old Lord Sangama Bay didn't warn you.
Okay, now next up we gotta go to the Adventurer's Guild. I'm guessing we're gonna visit that secrets area after this. Let's see what the Adventurers Guild's all about. I probably know who we're gonna run into here. Yep, go figure. She's sitting there waiting for us.
Lucky us. The line seems to be gone now. Come on, let's go say hi to Catherine.
That ain't no
We'll
Catherine.
meet again.
That ain't Catherine.
How ridiculous.
Huh?
They often say that mortals, shackled by their own flesh and blood, may fail to perceive the truth of this world, even when it is right beneath their very noses. Yet I had not expected to have the pleasure to witness such heights of absurdity firsthand.
Yeah, I didn't think Paimon would be that stupid to know that that's not Catherine!
But Paimon must have gotten the wrong person. At second glance, you do seem a bit younger than Catherine. And you certainly sound a lot less friendly.
A creator might forgive ignorance, but being mistaken for one of my own creations is beyond all pardon. Look very closely, for standing before you is none other than Marionette, 7th of the Fatui Harbingers.
A harbinger?
Yep. Should have known better than to call her that. Yeah, all Catherines were made by Marionette. The Fatui have been watching us ever since the beginning. The guild itself has nothing. Yeah, but the guild itself hasn't done anything shady.
Today's encounter is merely a courtesy call. A friendly warning, if you will. You interfered with my work once before, with that little robot. I let it slide. After all, it was nothing more than a distraction, a side project at best.
Yeah, that was really a subordinate who got himself into that.
But we are in Nod-Krai now. And as such, I strongly advise you not to stand in the Fatui's way. Otherwise, the next time we meet, I might just have to drop all this meaningless etiquette.
Oh, please. You've got some nerve coming out with barely veiled threats like that. You're the one stirring things up here.
Oh, perhaps you have misunderstood. Just because Nod-Krai lacks a ruler at present, that does not mean it should not be ruled. We Fatui are simply establishing a new order.
Yeah, right. More like shady experiments, judging by your massive creepy research facility.
I've said what I came to say. What you do next, only you can decide. So why don't you start by using your already limited processing capacity to calculate your even more limited options? And, being the refined young lady that I am, I shall indulge you just this once. Ad Astra Abasask. Welcome to Nod-Krai, Dominion of the Fatui.
I was not at all intimidated by that, but Paimon, she deserved that.
Right now. How can anyone so obviously evil be so annoyingly self-righteous? But if a Fatui Harbinger is here to greet us in person, that can only mean one thing. We'll have to be extra careful from here on out. Paimon hates feeling like she's being watched.
Yeah, don't we all, to an extent? Especially by the government. I think that's what she's trying to replicate there.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. How may I help? I will do everything I can to assist you.
You're so much nicer to talk to, Catherine. Please don't leave us again, okay?
Just looking at us all confused like that. Anyways, can we actually claim commissions here? Yeah. We're just here to see if we can take commissions here. Yeah, see, that was very quick. Okay, honestly, I thought Marionette was gonna be the one operating all the Adventurers Guild operations here, but nah. If that was the case, I would skip a lot less, but it doesn't really matter. But it doesn't look like there's... Okay, it's probably because I only had the one island here explored. I guess once we explore the other islands, we'll be able to gain expedition rewards from the other areas. Hey, Ineffa. Hopefully you didn't run into Marionette while you were down here.
Ineffa!
Hello. I was just about to start tracking your whereabouts.
Did you manage to get everything Aino asked for?
I did. What about you? Do you need me to navigate or introduce any more places around town?
Nah, I think we got all the highlight spots.
Not for now. We've seen most of it already. We probably need some time to process everything we've learned, though.
Any progress with the spaceship?
Nah.
No. Catherine came back just now, so we asked her, but even she hasn't heard a thing.
One possible explanation is the vast stretch of time that has elapsed. Additionally, given the limited resources available in Nod-Krai, it is entirely plausible that the wreck was scrapped for parts, or even mistaken for a pile of broken machinery.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm prepared, but... You know, it's not impossible that it's still around.
Understood. In that case, why don't we go ask Aino together? After all, she was the one who salvaged me. Ancient dragon technology and all. If there really are any unusual parts floating around Nod-Krai, there's a high chance they've passed through her hands at some point or another.
Good point. And since you keep mentioning her, we're curious to meet this whiz-kid mechanic too.
Understood. Then I'll handle navigation as before. ETA at the Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop. 34 minutes ahead of schedule.
Wait, okay. Looks like I have to activate focused experience mode here. Character is currently being used by another quest. Yep, gonna activate. Gonna make sure I activate focused experience mode for this part. Oh, it looks like I have an achievement here to claim. Probably all the entering into Nod-Krai stuff.
All things come to an end. Even time itself.
Where exactly do I need to go? Okay. Not too far away, it seems. these little bugs I can pick up? Oh, they gave me crystal cores. That's gonna be incredibly useful, because they're like... That'll get me some, like, condensed resin materials quicker. And they don't seem to move around as fast as crystal flies.
There's a little animal trapped over there. Let's go help it out. Huh? That's weird. Why isn't it responding?
The tides of Kuvaki affect everything in Nod-Krai. So much so that many creatures have evolved a kind of dependency upon it, growing stronger or weaker as it waxes and wanes. This little animal must have been caught here unprepared.
So you're saying we need to use Kuvaki? Paimon will leave it to you guys then. Don't be scared. We'll get you out of there soon.
How exactly do we use Kuvaki? Alright, so rippleweed's a strange plant that grows. Throwing dewdrops might cause them to unfurl. Okay. Sounds simple enough.
Oh, it worked! Off you go now, little one. Don't go getting yourself caught again.
It probably will at some point, but hey, at least we know how to get them out. Oh, that's cool. I can actually turn into one of these manually. And speed up my travel time by a lot. And I guess while I'm here, I might as well pick up another Lunoculus.
Merciless.
Yeah, while it's on my mind, I might as well just pick up as many of these as I can. While I'm on my way to the Clink Clank Crumb Cake Craft Shop. Good lord, try saying that 5 times fast. I swear, I've said that like 5 times in this video already. In the stream already. It's literally just up there. Again, sometimes I'm just blind at these games.
Fearless.
This honestly looks like a workshop, but I know it's not the same. It's not the place that we're looking for right now. I do hear machinery nearby. Something in here, actually? Or is that just... No, now I see what that's coming from. It's from that giant robot crane arm. I don't even know what that is. It looks like a giant vacuum. It looks like a combination of a vacuum... Oh, no. Never mind. It's a magnet crane. Yeah, it took me a moment to realize what that was. Looks like it's sort of just building up that house, which that's pretty impressive. Again, another Lunoculus that I will gladly pick up.
Here we are. The place Aino and I call home.
Whoa! So many machines that Paimon's never even seen before. And then there's all these little robots. Did Aino build them all?
That is
Most
correct.
likely.
It looks like Aino has created 3 more little bots, since I've been gone.
Aw. Well, you were gone for quite a bit. She must have missed you.
I missed her too. I want her to see what I've become.
Let's not keep her waiting any longer then. Come on!
Yeah, in we go. Ah. Sheesh. I didn't cough for a while, but now it still feels bad.
I know. I'm back.
What is that subtext, though? Like, look at that. It looks like something that you'd see if a program glitch happened.
Ineffa? You're back significantly earlier than I expected. Like, a whole 30 minutes at least.
Everything went very smoothly, which saved me quite a bit of time, so I know. Could you turn around for a moment? I know.
I've been on my best behavior the whole time you've been gone. She's got chocolate all over her mouth.
It's killing me. Yeah, this is kind of what, you know, the bartender was talking about earlier. Aina was not exactly on her best behavior while Ineffa was away.
I know. While I was away, did you strictly abide by my tailor-made snack intake schedule?
No, she didn't.
Of course I did. 1 whole cake, 1 crumb cupcake, and 1 pack of chocolates a day, right?
It was either a cake or a crumb cake or a pack of chocolates per day.
Oh, shoot.
When did you finish the snack stash I left for you?
Literally just earlier today.
Let me just go run a scan on that.
I meant today, a week ago.
And then you restocked an entire week's worth on your own initiative?
2 weeks worth. Why does Paimon feel like the roles in this household are pretty much the opposite of what she imagined?
Yeah, the caretaker happens to be the creation, while the caretaken happens to be the creator.
Calculation complete. Aino's recommended snack calorie intake for the next 4 weeks. 0.
No fair! You're a meanie, Ineffa.
This is what happens when you break an agreement.
Oh, come on! Don't do this to me! I only ate a teeny bit extra every day. Just a teensy, weensy bit extra.
That is objectively not a teensy bit extra.
Seriously? If you'd only arrived half an hour later, I would have had everything cleaned up and you wouldn't have noticed a thing. But now that I think about it, you even said you'd come back a bit earlier than you did, so I wouldn't have to worry. But then, you were away so long, and I was so worried about you. And that's the only reason I even... Oh.
I know. I am very sorry to have kept you waiting. I'm back now.
Welcome home.
How wholesome. See, if even a robot, if even a machine can understand the value of human life, perhaps we can too.
So, will I be able to keep eating snacks as usual now?
Negative.
Aww.
Okay. Well, given that I am later than I initially projected, I'll let it slide. But just this once.
Thanks, Ineffa! You're the best!
I know. Allow me to introduce.
It's the honorary knight and Paimon! I know. Uncle Varka talks about you guys all the time.
Wait, Uncle Varka?
Nice to meet you, I know. Ineffa's told us all about you, too.
The Whiz Kid mechanic.
Huh? Really? She actually said that about me? Well, she's not wrong. Oh yeah, so, you're here to see Uncle Varka, right? A couple of days ago, he suddenly said he had to head out on business, and that he might not be back for a while. He asked me to let you know if I saw you. Yeah, we heard about that at the flagship. Did he say what he was doing? Nope. Just told me to take good care of you guys and make sure you feel right at home. Oh, shoot. Please, take a seat. Do either of you need my help with anything? Anything at all? After all, I'm the head of this household.
Given your behavior with Ineffa, I would like to think that Ineffa's more so the caretaker here.
Sure wouldn't know it from that snack tantrum she just threw.
Yeah.
A spaceship, huh? From outside to that? Exactly. So, ring any bells? No. Oh. You sure? Nope means nope. Never seen the slightest trace of it. More specifically, by nope, I mean, I've never seen a single piece of tech in all of Nod-Krai that might have come from out of this world. Not in any new machines or in any old ones either.
Maybe that's the big twist here, that all of Nod-Krai's technology was reverse engineered from our spaceship.
Huh.
What Aino means is that your spaceship almost certainly has not been disassembled nor repurposed as parts for other machines.
Oh, so that's what she was getting at.
Yep. I've taken apart pretty much all the fun stuff in this city at one point or another, but I don't recall ever seeing any components that were anywhere near that special. So, either your spaceship crashed somewhere it's never been found, or someone did find it and then hid it really, really well.
But who would even do something like that?
Oh, I don't know. Our twin.
Beats me. Maybe someone who thought they could stash it away for a rainy day. Just like how I sometimes hide snacks in the...
Shouldn't have opened your mouth.
Long story short, I definitely haven't seen anything like that. Besides, sounds like it would practically be ancient history by now. If anyone still has any leads on what really happened, it'd be the Frost Moon Scions.
The Frost Moon Scions?
Huh? Haven't heard of them yet? Didn't Ineffa tell you about their rituals?
Well, I
There
mean, we
wasn't enough time to delve deeper into their history and traditions.
we came across one of them.
What kind of rituals are we talking about?
I've never actually seen them myself. Just heard bits and pieces here and there.
Like summoning rituals or shoo buddy bop.
They say that each of their moon chanters has had access to an ancient relic that lets them see the true past. Not sure exactly how it's meant to work. I can't get my head around anything that can't be explained by either machines or science. And to tell you the truth, I don't like it much either.
Looks like we'll have to try our luck with the Frost Moon Scions.
Well, again, thankfully we came across one of them, and we got on our good side pretty well.
Aw, leaving so soon? Sure you don't want to hang out a little longer?
Hey, if you want to come with us, though.
It's getting late, I know, and these two still need to head over to Hisi Island. It would not be convenient for them to linger much longer.
Aww. Alright then.
Don't worry. We'll be sure to drop in on you as often as we can.
Really? You promise?
Yeah. And we'll make sure to bring you some sweets next time.
Sounds like my type of visitors. You're welcome anytime.
I'll be staying to look after Aino today, so I won't be going with you.
Hey, don't sweat it. We'll find our way just fine.
I'm glad to hear that. Also, I must admit, I have very much missed the charging bed that Aino made for me.
Charging bed? So...
Oh, are you here to play with me? My name's Aino, and I'm an inventor. Me and Ineffa live together. I could probably eat all the cakes and cookies in the world because I love them so much. But my favorite kind of all is Lackaberry Crumb Cake. Come visit my Clink Clank Crumb Cake craft shop whenever you want. Anyway, that's me. What about you? Tell me something about you, then we'll be friends.
You know, that's typically how group chat interactions go for me. Except I'm usually the one introducing myself first, in which case I say, you know, hello, I'm eX0dus, former pursuit agent turned mercenary. But yeah, now we got Aino on our team as a free character. Amazing. Yeah, the recharging bed almost reminds me of like those Borg recharging beds that Borg regeneration stations you see in Star Trek.
Ineffa,
Yes,
feeling comfortable?
I am indeed. No bed in the world is as comfortable as this one.
Ineffa,
Yes?
want me to increase the charging rate?
Please, if you would. Thank you, Aino.
Ineffa,
Yes?
I'm hungry.
In that case, please enable quick charge mode.
Well, out we go, and off to the Frostmoon Scions, I guess. Again, I hope we come across Lauma again while we're out there. Oh, no. Okay, I thought I was gonna fall to my demise there in that river, but... It's not that deep. Right? Right? Oh, and it looks like, yeah, we can change our avatar to Aino if we want, but for now, again, I'm keeping it Dainichi Mikoshi because I don't think... Yeah, I've never seen anyone else use it yet. Okay, our destination is this way. So backwards and forwards we go. Ow! Oh! I didn't think those things would be like boars. Okay. Now, this looks like some special material that I'm gonna need someone else to break for me. Well, thankfully, I have Zhang. Thankfully, I have more than a few characters who will be able to do this for me. Let's see. Where is he?
What shall we do?
I'll tell you what we're about to do. We're about to break this thing open. Rainbow drop crystal. Hopefully those will come in handy later on.
Stabilize.
Oh, what's this? Dim lantern, and it appears to be the signature equipment of a lightkeeper. Oh, so one of them was here. Hopefully they didn't perish. Oh, come on, I need to pick up the... I'm trying to pick up the crystal things. Alright, now to switch back to Skirk. Wait, what do you mean I can't switch to the target character? Maybe because I'm underneath this giant crystal finger, it looks like.
Okay, let's take a walk.
Oh, we're doing more than taking a little bit of a walk. We're gonna be taking a nice long... I I can't believe I didn't notice that up there. Okay, another Lunoculus in the... Come on, let me pick it up, thank you. Oh, what is this up ahead? Is that Wild Hunt material there, or... Yeah, we should help him out.
Stand against the long night and purge the darkness!
Shower me with praise! A dash of frosted! Annihilate! Yeah!
Strike them down!
Okay, looks like there's a warrior just right around here. I gotta see what these Tide Seal Stones do. A seal used by Lightkeepers to dispel the permeation of the Wild Hunt. It's interested with Tide Seal Stones while it is illuminated to unleash a powerful capable of resisting the Wild
I stand against the long night and purge the darkness!
Uh-oh. I forgot these Rift Hounds can inflict the equivalent of bleeding. Not good, not good. Alright, the Tide Seal Stone is ready. Where is the Tide Seal Stone? Okay. Okay, I need to...
A little amuse-bouche! Goose on the loose! Shower me with... Witness the power!
Okay, now it's gone at last. It looks like we got ourselves a free artifact out of that.
Rain outlines your fate. Merciless.
Though the monsters have dispersed, the darkness has not faded. You may need to enlist the help of a professional who knows about the Wild Hunt. I think I know who that one might be. Thank goodness for Farina. She can just walk over water, which is incredibly useful.
Seeing Ineffa and Aino reunited like that sure was heartwarming. Mm-hmm. We should definitely hang out with them more in the future. Speaking of homes, we must already be close to where the Frost Moon Scions live. The vibe here feels different. Just like the scenery.
This almost looks like a paradise. Wait a minute. I'm starting to feel like this looks familiar to the trailer. You know, we will be reunited.
Hey, what was that? I feel like some sort of breeze blew by, and then the petals suddenly turned
into one of those Kuhenki.
Is that a Kuhenki? She looks different from the ones we saw before.
Yeah, this one looks special in a good way.
Hey there! What's your name?
I don't think it understands English.
Huh. Doesn't seem able to speak. No idea what she wants. Unless you want to stop, maybe we should just keep moving?
Maybe it is about to guide us somewhere. Or just follow us.
She's following us! Go on. Go on now. We've got stuff to do. Best you find someone else to hang out with.
No. They must think that we're special. which we are. Wait, why? You scared it off, Paimon. Why'd you have to talk like that?
Hey! Don't make it sound like Paimon's some kind of meanie. Paimon had no idea what she wanted, okay? Ugh. Anyway, next time Paimon sees her, Paimon promises she'll be nicer. Seeing as we're on our way over to meet Lauma anyway, we can ask her about it while we're there.
Right. Guess while we're here... Oh, they dropped 2 crystal cores instead of 1. That is useful. That is incredibly useful. Okay, the Moon Mirror. What is this about? A legendary item claimed to have been used by the Scions in their ceremonies. At times, it is possible to glimpse curious scenes in the mirror's reflection. If the moon prayer reflections inside or outside the mirror can be made to meet, perhaps something good might happen. Touch the deer statue near the moon mirror to reset the positions of the moon prayer reflections. Okay, I think I see what I need to do here, but I'm gonna need the help of... I need the help of these. There we go. See, that was a relatively easy puzzle.
Splendid! More interesting trinkets for me.
Imagine Farina just getting sent flying like that. That would have been mildly entertaining. Oh, I was about to activate the statue, but Lauma's there just chilling, waiting for us, I guess.
Huh? Hey, look! Isn't that Lauma? The moon chanter?
Let me take a look at your wound. You must be more careful. Doesn't matter how much of a rush you're in, your safety always comes first. Oh, you're back too. How is your day? You what? Those 2 Fatui? The ones who were causing trouble in Nasha Town? You went to teach them a lesson? And you put that in their food? You naughty little thing. How could you do that? They didn't notice. That's not the point. You mustn't do that again, okay? Next time, at the very least, bring a few of your friends along too. You'll be an easy target if it's just you on your own.
Wow, guess Lauma's not just a person caretaker, she's also an animal caretaker. Makes sense though, given, you know, the horns.
Lauma, still remember us?
Oh, it's the Traveler and Paimon, isn't it? Welcome to Hisi Island. Not at all. Those who come with kindness in their hearts are always welcome with the Frost Moon Scions.
Were you just talking to those animals?
Yeah, she was.
I was indeed. The Frost Moon Scions bloodline is unique, for throughout our history, there have been many among us who could communicate with all living things. What was that? Oh, is that so? She says she was trapped in a plant earlier, and that you are the ones who rescued her. She wants me to thank you on her behalf.
Oh, it was
No
nothing.
problem.
Barely lifted a finger.
If you both are free, why don't you join us at the Frost Moon Enclave for dinner? Consider it a small token of thanks for your kindness.
We'd love to! And actually, we had something we wanted to ask you anyway.
Oh,
statue.
You're interested in the story of Kutar?
Kutar?
Yes. Kutar is our moon goddess, the moon maiden who guides us.
But up close, this one somehow seems a bit different from the one in Nasha Town. It's like it's more...
Natural?
Or like...
Natural.
more harmonized in its design.
That is because ever since the Fatui arrived in Nod-Krai, they have been modifying and defacing our statues as they please. These statues were made by the Frost Moon Scions who settled here hundreds of years ago, crafted from the very finest Lunasol stone. Not only is this stone exceedingly rare, but it also brims with Kuvaki. I suppose the latter must be what caught the Fatui's eye. For a time, we put up fierce resistance, but now, this is the only one left that still retains her original form.
We heard they even pulled some ancient moon's remnants down from the sky.
That's right. The two largest remnants landed in Nod-Krai. One here on Hisi Island, and the other on Paha Isle. The Fatui built their research facility on top of the remnant over on Paha Isle, but they've had their sights set on the one here, too.
There's that Kuhenki again.
Oh, it's that little Kuhenki again.
Surely that can't be.
Hey, we've been wondering what was up with it, too. It just appeared out of some petals and hasn't stopped following us since.
No, that is no ordinary Kuhenki. These we name Luon-Notar, beings born from the moon goddess's blessing.
Can you understand what it's saying? We honestly haven't got the slightest idea why it's been following us.
Again, might be
I'm
leading
afraid
us
not.
somewhere.
I cannot fathom its thinking any better than you can. Sometimes a long time must elapse before the moon goddess's blessings turn into Luon-Notar. Perhaps you two were simply there to witness that transformation.
Yeah, sorry, it seems like my controller disconnected again. I had to reconnect it. That's why it briefly appeared on my screen. But anyways.
Oh, maybe.
Legend has it that the Luon-Notar bring good fortune. Given that it seems to have taken a liking to you both, why don't you let it come along with you?
Yeah, and try not to scare it off again, Paimon.
Really? Then you can start by helping us find some more treasure chests along the way. Capiche?
Twilight approaches. If you would hear more of the moon's story, then let us make our way to the Frost Moon Enclave. Beneath the gentle moonlight, I shall share this tale in full.
Right, so I'm gonna activate the statue real quick, and then I'm gonna see what the difference is between the two. Okay, there's another unknown domain. Okay, this is for the... This is for materials. Oh, I'm sorry, weapon materials. And let's see. Let's see what the one in... Let me actually see what the one inside... Oh, teleport... Okay, that's a bit of a shame. Oh, I could see why, because I didn't actually leave the statue yet. First, let's offer our Lunoculus up first. And then, let's see what the difference is between the statues. I gotta see this. Okay, yep, I can definitely see why. Look. Look, they built, like, what looks like a giant laser around the statue. I could see why the Frostmoon Scions wouldn't be so happy about that. And look. Little Sky here ain't happy about it either. Anyways, let's go back to where we were heading off to before, to the Frostmoon Enclave. Honestly, this place looks beautiful. Again, this is the paradise in Adventure's Paradise. At least the way I see it. Of course, I'm just gonna use this technique to quickly
Lady
get
Lama,
closer.
you're back.
Come
Yeah.
day or night, may the blessings of the moon goddess shine down upon you.
Yeah, they hold Lauma in very high regard, it seems. There's one of those pearls that I've seen all sorts of memes about. Moonfall Silvers.
Lauma, you have returned.
Wilhelmina, this is the Traveler and Paimon. Kindly arrange for 2 additional dinner settings for our honored guests.
Of course, my lady.
Wow! Everyone along the way here pretty much saluted you. Are you, like, super important around here?
Yeah, she
I am but a
is.
moon chanter, one entrusted to convey the moon goddess's will. Nothing more.
She's just being modest.
Of
the Moon
course.
Chanter holds the highest rank among us Frostmoon Scions. Lauma is our leader.
Wilhelmina?
I know. I'll send word to the kitchen. 2 meals coming up.
Just our luck.
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you were such a big shot.
It is merely that the unique traits of our bloodline have manifested themselves especially strongly in my person. That is no accomplishment of my own.
Again,
Please,
just luck.
follow me this way.
Prices like these are just outrageous.
Wait, did I just hear that? Prices like these are outrageous? Oh, that's just...
This is more than a fair price already.
Quiet days like this.
No wonder. This traveling merchant and, Frostmoon adherent to the Frostmoon signs. The Frostmoon signs don't hold that much money. That explains why he thinks the prices are a bit unfair. Reasonably so. There's a teleporter point here, so I'm going to activate that.
Even to this day, I am still trying to piece together the many fragments of our past. It is a story not only of the Frostmoon Scions, but also of the moons themselves.
A story of the moons?
Yes. We Frostmoon Scions are the last descendants of the ancient golden realm of Hyperborea. Its former glory may have faded, but what remains is a memory uniquely ours. In the distant past, Teyvat had not just 1 moon, but 3. It is said that they were created by the primordial master of this world, cast into the firmament to keep peace in the land below. Firstborn was the eternal moon, largest of the 3. Legend has it that it was her immense kuvaki that gave rise to the ocean tides. Next was the Frost Moon. Smaller than her big sister, yet brightest in radiance. Her glow became the cold, undying lantern of the night.
Not at all related to the Terraria Frost Moon, right? Right?
Finally came the iridescent moon, smallest of the sisters. Most of the time, her light was barely visible to the naked eye. Yet when she shone, her fleeting halos were all the more mysterious for it.
Wow! Sounds like it all happened so long ago. So, what happened to them afterwards?
Afterwards, well, as you have seen, the 3 moon goddesses perished. This happened in a war triggered by the Descenders, and of the 3 lunar husks, only the Frost Moon survived unbroken, while the others were shattered to pieces.
Okay. And for those of you who weren't exactly in the know, we, Traveler, are one of the Descenders, so yeah, we were partially responsible for that. Sorry about that.
Oh, so that's why there were ancient moon's remnants in the sky.
Yes. It is also said that when the moons shattered, most of their fragments rained down upon this land like stardust. That is why Nod-Krai is blessed with such an abundance of Kuvaki. As for the remnant that the Fatui recently pulled down, that belonged to the Eternal Moon.
Wait a sec. But you just said that 2 of the moons were shattered, so where are the remnants of the iridescent moon?
The iridescent moon's remnants were never found. What happened to her after the war remains a mystery. Some say she vanished in an instant, while others believe that her remnants are simply too delicate to leave a trace.
Which one was Conria's Crimson Moon related to?
Yet, though the era of the 3 moons has long since faded into legend, successive generations of Frost Moon scions have always passed down a prophecy that one day the moon goddess would return. And in the end, that prophecy did indeed come to pass, though not quite.
Lady Lama! Lady Lama, are you there?
Cappy, what is the matter?
Not
Lady
quite.
Lama, it's my daughter, Karina. Her illness.
Take me to her, right away.
Can't have one of these without someone getting sick, and not including me.
Fearless.
Her sensitivity to Kuvaki is flaring up again. After her last treatment, did you follow my advice and seek medical help in Nasha Town?
But those doctors are all Snezhnayan. They're outsiders, compatriots of those brutes who invaded our homeland. How can we possibly trust them?
Not all outsiders are enemies, Cappy. They've been treating this condition for generations. They have the experience we lack.
But we're Frost Moon scions. Should we not remember what the outsiders did to our moons? Surely the Lady Kutar will reward our devotion.
But Cappy, Kutar is long... This isn't the time for debate. O lost child, snow-swept and buffeted by the howling winds of the frigid night, let not the silver flame within you fade. By the frost moon's grace, I shall warm you, curled up as a fledgling in frozen soil.
Pray
to the moon goddess. My Karina.
Sounds like that took a little bit of a toll on her.
Remember, she must take powdered laka berries daily. It will ease her symptoms.
Llama?
Oh, another thing for Lauma.
Philomena, what is it?
Dinner is ready.
I thought it was going to be another problem that she'd have to deal with, but thankfully it's something good this time.
I see. Cappy, let her rest here for the night. I'll have someone bring her a blanket.
All right. Thank you so much, Lady Lauma.
Will she be all right? Yeah. If there's anything at all we can do, please don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you for your kindness. For now, though, Karina should be fine. She'll be feeling a lot better tomorrow.
Yeah, she would want to try to keep, you know, condition like that out of the public ear.
Please do not be worried. Come, let us head to dinner. I believe you still have some questions for me.
Oh, yeah, plenty.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I'll be coming too. I was just thinking about something.
Oh?
Lauma makes such an unshakable moon chanter. Calm, capable, someone we can count on. Deep down, though, I know she's been quietly carrying the burden for the rest of us. Traveler, Paimon, believe me when I say that as a fellow Frostmoon Scion, I do worry about Lauma. It's just that sometimes it's hard to say it to her face. Could I ask you to look out for her? I can tell she really trusts you.
All right, then. We'll keep an eye out for you.
Thank you. It means a lot. Sometimes I really admire her strength. But at the same time, I can't help feeling powerless myself.
There's also another teleporter point up there that I could activate. And then I'm going to do that right now.
A treasure buried in time. Merciless.
Yeah, I might as well activate as many of these things as I can while I'm here. And of course, collect as many of these as I can. Oh, look at that. Just some hilly churls just chilling down there. Honestly, I don't want to disturb them right now, like I said. I want to just progress through the story and activate teleporter points when and where I can. And I guess, you know, there's a big hole right here. Can I go down? Okay. I wanted to see... Well, I guess we'll look at that big hole later. For now, gotta head off to dinner with the Frostmoon Scions. It's up here. Sorry, I came through the back way.
Phew.
Hope it wasn't too unorthodox.
So that was even better than the stuff you gave us before.
I'm glad to hear it. Thank you for accepting such simple hospitality.
Hey, we should be the ones thanking you. Seriously, that was seriously scrumptious.
How did you even manage to finish it? This slop's barely edible.
Oh my goodness, look who's back.
Then again, I guess that's what you'd expect from savages.
We didn't ask for you to show up.
It's you! Those rude old Fatui we just met back in Nasha Town.
My sincerest apologies. If you found the food we gave you earlier difficult to swallow, may I suggest taking a deep breath and joining us? These delicacies might change your mind. After all, I suspect that your previous meal may have been tainted with something most unpalatable.
You don't say.
Huh? What do you mean? Tainted with what exactly?
With the bitter snobbery of those who call themselves civilized.
Why, you?
Yeah, don't push your luck. You see who you're dealing with here?
Looking for a fight? Sure, I'd be more than...
Hold it. We're not here to brawl. Yet. We're here on official business.
What could be official about
Orders
your
from above.
business?
We're here to deliver the Frost Moon Scions a warning. Or rather, a final ultimatum. You have 3 days to hand over the relic and reveal the whereabouts of your so-called Kutar. If you fail to do so, the Fatui will immediately begin the cleansing of Hisi Island. Which, by the way, is the sovereign territory of the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya.
What insolence! Your demands are outrageous! For generations, this land has belonged to the—
Dear guests, allow me to save you both time and trouble with a speedy reply. The Frost Moon Scions will never hand over anything to the Fatui.
Alright, good response there. Calm, collected, not showing any weakness.
And to those who set foot on our land with ill intent, I say this. With your blood, we shall draw an inviolable line in the snow. That applies to you, too.
Stubborn savages, the lot of you.
Look who's talking. Although, I don't think you can look, because look how much that mask is covering up. You probably can't even see through that! Alright, time to deal with you.
Forest, protect...
Strike a pose! Let the world collide!
Okay, yeah, this is probably not the best team for you to use for this, but... it'll work.
Sure. You'll pay for this. Mark my words.
Hey, if you're so tough, get back here and put him up! Huh. Guess all they're good for is running away.
Well, as Crimson One or Pixie would put them, cowards.
I'm so sorry. You've had to put up with far too much unpleasantness today.
Come on, it's not your fault. We don't like bullies like them either.
Yeah, of course not. Again, except for Capitano's men. Men of honor.
But still, they mentioned a relic and Kutar. What exactly could they be after?
Kutar's... I think that's the moon goddess, right?
Oh yeah, so this might not be the best time to bring this up, but we kinda have a favor to ask of you, Lama.
Yeah, we need to find our spaceship.
I see. So your questions concern the sacred relic too. Please, do not hesitate to speak your mind. Unlike those insolent intruders, you walk in the moonlight with open hearts.
Wait. Our spaceship is the sacred relic?
You stood by us when we needed your help, so it's only right that I return the favor. But let us continue this conversation somewhere more fitting. As it happens, there's something I'd like to show you, too.
Our spaceship, question mark? That would be extremely helpful.
Merciless.
Whoa! Now that's one huge statue.
Yeah, I didn't see that
Statue of our
earlier.
goddess, the Moon Maiden Kuthar.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting a snapshot of this. Pilgrimage of the Moon. Or to the Moon.
Wow! It's spectacular!
Kuthar was born here on Hisi Island around 500 years ago. As it just so happened, a priestess of the Frost Moon Scions witnessed the moment of her birth. Instantly realizing that this was the prophesied rebirth, she quietly recorded the event and carved this statue to honor that miracle. According to legend, Kuthar's birth was accompanied by the sudden appearance of many Kuhenki, who wove the moonlight that bathed her into silken vestments fit for a goddess.
Hey! It's like it knows we're talking about it.
From that day forth, the Kuhenki have been regarded as Kuthar's familiars. Some believe that their habit of guiding travelers to hidden treasure stems from an instinct. The same one that not only drives them to protect the moon goddess, but also to make her smile. After all, according to the records, Kuthar always looked lonely as she gazed up at the distant moon.
Her whereabouts?
Kuthar left Hisi Island before I was even born. According to the previous moon chanter, the goddess was angered by our people's greed, and that is why she left us.
Where did she go?
No one knows what happened after she left. But just a few months ago, after those 2 ancient moon's remnants fell from the sky, she was spotted on Hisi Island once more. And the Fatui have been harassing and threatening us ever since. Judging from what they've said, our moon goddess is actually their missing harbinger, Columbina, the damselette.
The damselette? But isn't she number 3 amongst the Fatui harbingers?
Yeah, see, they really are just a motley, chaotic group that all came together for various purposes, all united under the Tsaritsa, but in reality, they all have different backgrounds and interests.
So she's actually the moon goddess. Why would she join the Fatui then?
That too is a question I've struggled with. But even at the best of times, understanding other people's choices is difficult, let alone those of a goddess. Plus, forgive me. There I go again, rambling on about our history. But you came here to ask about the sacred relic, didn't you?
Honestly, Paimon's not sure which part she's more curious about now.
Since ancient times, the Frost Moon Scions have had in our possession a special fragment of the ancient moon's remnants. A piece in which I sense a power unlike any other. Successive generations of moon chanters have all detected a divine presence within it. We call this unique remnant the Moon Marrow.
We heard you can use it to see what happened in the past.
What is it in particular that you seek from the past?
Well, basically, to cut a long story short, the traveler here is actually from outside of Tibet. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, About time we told the truth now. We were one of the Descenders.
Thank you. Your honesty is a sign of your trust, both in me and the Frost Moon Scions. Unfortunately, though, I won't be able to use the Moon Marrow to shed light on your past just yet. Our people revere the Moon Marrow as a sacred relic. I'm only permitted to retrieve it from the secret chamber in which it is hidden once a year, on Moon Prayer Night.
Oh, really?
Once a night?
When's the
a
next
year?
Moon Prayer Night?
Judging from the tides this evening, a little less than 2 months.
Okay, so then I'm guessing that means the next update patch is when we're gonna get answers.
Huh? Does that mean the date changes every year?
The ceremony is held on the night when the moon is closest to Tevat. This is also when Nod-Krai's Kuvaki reaches its peak. Only then can the seal on the secret chamber be lifted.
Oh, guess we've got no choice but to wait.
I am truly sorry that I cannot help you sooner. But, as the Moon Chanter, I swear that I will do everything I can to help you find the answers you seek. Think nothing
At least
of it.
she's doing all she can.
After all you've done for us, you deserve nothing less.
Who'd have thought today was only our first day in Nod-Krai? Feels like so much has happened already.
If I may be so bold, what does family mean to you?
Good question. Of course, the first that comes into mind is, well, his sister.
If you are aware of something, a secret that could hurt your family, would you be honest with them? Or try to hide it? Oh, I'm so sorry. That was a strange question. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
It's fine, though.
I guess I've just never met anyone with a story quite like yours before. I just suddenly had the urge to ask. It's getting late, and you two must be rather tired too. Would you like to stay the night here on Hisi Island? I can have someone prepare some lodgings.
Oh, that's all right. We've already got a room back at the flagship as it happens. Speaking of which, if you ever need us, feel free to come knocking.
Do you need me to show you the way back?
No, I think we'll be
It's
able
quite
to
a
find our
wagon.
way
You
back.
should get some rest too, Lauma. We'll make sure to be careful.
Understood. Then I won't keep you. May your first night in Nod-Krai pass in stillness and peace.
So, what you thinking? Sure was an eventful day, huh?
Yeah. A lot being thrown at us, but hopefully we'll be able to sort it all out with time.
The good news is, we're not at a dead end in the search for your spaceship yet. We can always learn more about this place while we wait. The usual drill, huh? Paimon's really getting sleepy now. If she gets too tired to fly back, you carry her, okay?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's clear that our traveler right here is feeling a little bit of emptiness inside. It really is family to him. Let's actually see what... Oh, right, we have this to claim. So I guess we will, real quick. Recrown, and we are a quarter of the way to getting our free 5-star constellation. yeah, we already got so we got her, and we went through all of these. All right. That's why I wanted to get through the Archon quest quickly, so that I could take care of this. But I think I'll do this on Sunday. Right now, it's very late, and fittingly enough, Lauma told us to get some rest, and that is what we are going to be doing now. Yeah, it's about time for me to rest and recharge my batteries. So, this will be the perfect this is the perfect place to end it off, guys. So far, again, a lot's been thrown at us, and hopefully a lot will be solved as we progress further and further into Nod-Krai.
And where are we going?
So yeah, this will be where we stop off for tonight. Hopefully you all had a great time. I certainly did. In the meantime, guys, I'm gonna look for someone to raid until. I am planning on streaming again tomorrow, but this time on GTA Online with a friend. So yeah, hopefully y'all will be able to catch that alongside some more Genshin on Sunday. Till next time, cadets and citizens, take care, best of luck in your future endeavors, and farewell. See you around, everyone, and have a great time out there.